What's up, guys? Richard here with High Caliber Carpentry. Hope you're doing good today. Had some issues with some splits in the wood, and I want to show you how I addressed them, how I inspected the wood, and maybe how it can help you determine if a deck board is good for you and how to really see those mistakes ahead of time so you're not stuck with a split board that kind of looks bad in the end. So here you go. We got a board here, and this is a cut that I made on one of these decking boards that I saw as unsuitable. And the first thing that stuck out to me was this large crack here, or the split. And normally when I see a split, my eye naturally comes down and tries to find the split elsewhere as well. So here we can see that it starts up here and goes all the way down around the knot, and it kind of tapers off there. If we pull it apart from each other, I can see it even going down through here. So we see it stop there to our eye, but I know down in here about 2 inches or so is where that crack probably ends. And so before I make any decisions about where to cut that off at, I want to look on the other side to see if there's any more that we can see of this. And so I'm looking, and I see it only comes up to here. But when I pull it apart, holy cow, that crack goes all the way down to this other knot. But it doesn't go any farther than that. Now, knots are notorious for causing problems in wood, so that's the reason why I decided to cut this knot out of a good piece of decking board that I have here, and I think it's in the middle over there. But I decided to cut this piece off to terminate the split, for one, and to secondly cut that knot out of it so I can screw around it. It'll provide you a better appearance as well. So it's super important to inspect your wood, because let's say you're not really worried about the split, so what? Well, that's not really a good thing, because let me show you, when you go to drive your screw in, and let's just put it in the crack, you know, for all intents and purposes. Look at there. It just starts to wedge it apart more and more and more. And so you're adding stress to this whole piece of wood here. And you've already lost your structural integrity by having that split in the first place, but you only accentuate it when you put a screw in there. And you can even see it's pretty punctuated there as well. And I'll say if you absolutely have to put a screw in a split, then I would even, leave that screw in there, put some glue in there, clamp it together, and then once you have it clamped together, what you want to do is get you a drill bit with what's called a countersink bit here. And it doesn't have to be this one. You can just get a regular drill bit, and they have what they call a countersink bit. This is a 2-in-1 bit that I have. It came in the tool set that I have. What I would do here is adjust your drill bit to just a little bit less than the length of your screw, and I do this through what's called a set screw, and that's right there. And what I would do is, once you have it glued and clamped and letting it cure, let's say worst case scenario, you got to put it down through there. What I would do is I'd get a drill bit bigger than this shaft, right? Are you following me? Bigger than this shaft, because you want this to essentially slide down through that hole, and when you drill, it won't be as accentuated, and of course that glue will be holding that together as well. When you pull that down in there, here's the beauty of it. Well, now I've done messed that one up. There we go. So here's the beauty of that countersink bit, is when you actually get down in here, you see that this part of the drill bit's working now, and it bores out that hole for you. So let's say you got your screw in there. That screw is going to sit on top of that board. And so it's nice and flush with that top. It looks like your other screws. Obviously you don't want to drive it in all the way, because that's going to cause this fault to split again. So that's just a way that you can use to work around any kind of issues that you're having with your wood, so you don't get caught up on, or snagged even on problem solving. You can still do it. You can still have a good product. If you're going to be doing it on decking, I would just make sure, again, you clamp that and glue it really well. Let it cure for a while, probably about, 4 hours, to get a good hold on it, since you will be putting a screw down through that fault line if you do choose to do that, if you have to. But use some good glue too, guys. But that's how you avoid faults in wood, and how you correct it, and what you want to look out for, how to properly inspect your wood, and even before you cut it, how to recognize things and really train your brain to see what's important. So again, split wood is not really something that is attractive to see. It's not something that I enjoy standing behind. I really won't stand behind it. Obviously, I'm going to cut it out and make sure that we get good products in the end. But there are ways around things that we can control, and if we can control it, then why not go ahead and do it in the first place? Education is key, right? So as you guys continually put in the work that it takes to become those good craftsmen and women, and I hope that these videos will help you to get to that place of knowledge, and really explore a world of creativity. And it's really on another level when you get here, because you get to build these porches and the decks and build stuff that you didn't even know you were capable of. So I think taking care of split wood and inspecting those little things are one of the nuances that it takes to get to that level. And shoot, man, I'm still getting there. I'm loving it every day when I discover something new, or I see myself catching something that I wouldn't have caught before, and it would have been a disaster. It's just, I feel proud of myself, and I think that's a really important thing. So if you guys are getting to that level, God bless you. Keep going at it. Excuse me. Keep going at it. Doing good things. I got a lot of stories to tell about the failures I had, but man, how good it feels now that I get to put these decks in and build things for people, and have my life as a service to others, and providing for my family, and just everything that goes in to carpentry work that you just don't really think about at first. Anyway, that all came from split wood, didn't it? There's so much that we can talk about, but appreciate you guys tuning in today. Hope to see you soon. Take care. Love you guys. Talk soon.